The 2022 Toyota RAV4 in-depth review. In today's video we are going to discuss about the new 2022 Toyota RAV4 in-depth, from interior to exterior, and every minute detail of every feature. So without any further ado, let's just dive into it. While the 2022 Toyota RAV4 isn't the most entertaining compact SUV from a driver's standpoint, its practicality and efficiency bolster its value and make it worthy of an Editor's Choice Award. The entry-level model is affordable but very basic, but mid-range trims offer plenty of features that buyers in this segment will appreciate. A 2.5-liter four-cylinder is standard, as is an 8-speed automatic and front-wheel drive. All-wheel drive is available, but you won't see even the most rugged model in the RAV4 lineup sidling up to a 4Runner or a Tacoma at the trailhead. Toyota bundles a host of standard driver assistance features into the RAV4, including adaptive cruise control. Upscale trims come with luxury features such as full leather upholstery, heated seats, and a JBL stereo system. Toyota offers a wide range of trim levels for the RAV4, so there's a good chance you'll find the one for you. There's a wallet-friendly base model, a top trim version loaded with all the features, and more in between. There's also the RAV4 Adventure, which has tougher exterior styling and a bit more off-road capabilities, as well as the TRD Off-Road, which adds all-terrain tires and special suspension tuning. These trims don't transform the RAV4 into a Jeep Wrangler, but they do give it more capability than most other small SUVs. Our test team has found the Toyota RAV4 to be a respectable pick for a small SUV, but there are plenty of other great options to consider as well. These include the well-rounded Honda CR-V, classy Mazda CX-5 and value-packed Nissan Rogue. Check out our expert rating below to get our full evaluation of the RAV4's comfort, utility and more. What's new for 2022? The RAV4 receives the most minor of updates for 2022. More aggressively styled headlamps are now offered on all but the base model. Cavalry Blue is a new available color, and LED fog lamps are now standard on XLE Premium, Limited, Adventure, and TRD off-road trims. How does the RAV4 drive? The RAV4 doesn't impress here, unfortunately. The engine is willing around town, and passing and merging are drama-free. But if you're in a huge rush, you might notice the engine's ultimately modest power delivery. In Edmunds testing, our RAV4 Adventure test vehicle needed 9.1 seconds to cover 0 to 60 miles per hour, which is slightly slower than the class average. Another gripe we have is with the steering, which is vague at the center point and doesn't have appropriate levels of feel and heft. As such, it's easy to misjudge your level of input. In better news, the RAV4's optional upgraded all-wheel drive system includes rear axle torque vectoring and more advanced traction control systems with selectable terrain settings and hill descent control. These systems, plus respectable ground clearance, give the RAV4 Adventure above-average off-road ability for a small SUV. How comfortable is the RAV4? The RAV4's suspension is tuned to strike a good balance between control and softness. The body doesn't bound or float when you drive over bumps, and small to moderate impacts are absorbed without much drama. As for the front seats, they are nicely sculpted and padded appropriately, but the seat bottoms begin to feel flat on longer drives. The passenger side's lack of adjustment can also make it difficult to find a comfortable position. At highway speeds, the RAV4 is generally quiet. The exception is when you hit the gas for a burst of speed, at which point the engine sound gets rather coarse. We do like the climate system's performance. Air distribution is ideal, with forward vents that can be closed off completely and vents for the rear seat. How's the interior? The driving position, roominess, and ease of getting in and out are all good. But the RAV4 would score higher if the front passenger seat wasn't set so high or could be adjusted down on most trims. Only the RAV4 Limited gets a power-adjustable front passenger seat. The driver's seat and steering wheel have a good range of adjustment, but tall drivers might want a smidge more of each. Outward visibility is praiseworthy. The control layout is intuitive with large, easy-to-read labeling. The audio system and climate system controls are islands unto themselves, and everything else is right where you expect it to be. The big rubberized climate control knobs are nice too. Our only gripe is that the touchscreen is too far away from the driver. The tuning knob, in particular, requires a reach to twist. How's the tech? The RAV4's interface has a mix of touchscreen and fixed buttons that are easy to learn without consulting the owner's manual. But even though the RAV4 is relatively new, the touchscreen's graphics look dated. The sound system works well enough, but it's nothing special. You do get standard Apple CarPlay and Android Auto smartphone integration. It's a good thing too, since Toyota's native Intune software remains clunky. The standard suite of driver aids is impressive. It includes adaptive cruise control that works down to 0 miles per hour, automatic emergency braking, drowsy driver detection, automatic high beams, lane keeping assist, and something called line tracing assist, which is an active, but not hands-free, steering aid. How's the storage? The RAV4's cargo hold is nearly the biggest in its class. You get 37.5 cubic feet with the rear seats up and 69.8 cubic feet with them stowed. The RAV4 is also easy to load thanks to a low cargo floor. Up front, the cabin has numerous shelves and bins to handle assorted road trip paraphernalia. If you're planning on towing, certain versions of the RAV4 can pull up to 3,500 pounds, which is above average for a small SUV. Parents with young kids will appreciate the RAV4. It's easy to locate and connect safety seats to the lower car seat anchors. Likewise, tethering to the 3 upper anchors is straightforward. Forward-facing seats and boosters fit readily, but installing a rear-facing infant seat on the passenger side will likely require scooting the front seat up. The too high front passenger seat is the issue. How's the fuel economy? The EPA estimates the RAV4 will get 28 to 30 miles per gallon in combined city/highway driving, depending on the powertrain and trim level. We drove an AWD Adventure carrying 3 people, equipment and luggage for more than 7,000 miles. And over a variety of road and weather conditions, we averaged 28.6 miles per gallon. Our best tank was 32.3 miles per gallon and the worst was 25.6 miles per gallon. Is the RAV4 a good value? The RAV4 is well built inside, with nice layered materials and seams that are invisible because they're built into the styling. It has tactile touches such as rubberized grip surfaces on the interior door pulls and the radio and climate knobs. The RAV4's optional simulated leather upholstery feels soft and pliable, and the stitching is tidy. Toyota's warranty coverage is average, but you do get a generous 2 years/25,000 miles of free scheduled maintenance. Driving a RAV4 isn't a chore, but it's not particularly memorable either. It's at its best when you go with the Adventure or TRD off-road trim level. The advanced torque vectoring all-wheel drive system, capable traction control system with multiple terrain settings, and styling that's a little more rugged help the RAV4 stand out a little more. Should I buy the Toyota RAV4? The RAV4 deserves a spot on your list if you're looking for a well-rounded vehicle for commuting, hauling a smaller family, or just for everyday use. But take a look around this competitive class. The Honda CR-V is equally well-rounded, and the Mazda CX-5 has livelier performance than the RAV4 and a luxury-like interior. How much does it cost to insure a Toyota RAV4? The cost of insuring a Toyota RAV4 will depend on a variety of factors, including your deductible, the level of coverage that you want, and the type of insurance that you choose. Your age, gender, location, credit score, and driving record can also have an impact on your insurance rates. Is the Toyota RAV4 reliable? The 2022 Toyota RAV4 has a predicted reliability score of 81 out of 100. AJD. Power predicted reliability score of 91 to 100 is considered the best, 81 to 90 is great, 70 to 80 is average, and 0 to 69 is fair and considered below average. Toyota RAV4 warranty. Toyota covers the RAV4 with a 3-year/36,000 mile basic warranty and a 5-year/60,000 mile powertrain warranty. As of this writing, the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety has not crash tested the 2022 Toyota RAV4, but it did evaluate the nearly identical 2021 RAV4. The IIHS gave that model the highest rating of good in 5 crash tests and the second highest rating of acceptable in the side test. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration gave the 2022 Toyota RAV4 an overall safety rating of 5 out of 5 stars, with 5 stars in the side crash test and 4 stars in the frontal crash and rollover tests. And this was all about the 2022 Toyota RAV4. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to latest luxury cars channel. Do press the bell icon for more exciting videos like this.